Hello there. Hope you are doing well. This would be the next question to the same passage, and the direction for question is answer the following questions based on the information given below. As far as we understood about this text, the text is all about Irving Gupman's The Presentation of Self in Everyday Life, which was published in the year of 1959. And this gives us the idea about the social interaction, and you can talk about a detailed description and analysis of process and meaning in mundane interaction, right? So we also got the idea about dramaturgical approach or performance. We also talk about introduction, how it is viewed as a performance shaped by environment and audience, right? So that is what we find out about this text. This text is, you can say that, thought-provoking tone that presents. Um, let's move to the question. What does the question ask here in this part? The author of the passage faults Gupman's work for all the following reasons, right? Except. It means the question asks about the regions. The author faults Gupman's work, right? So in that case, we will find out that all the options which are provided here means out of that, three options will give the idea about the author of the passage fault, or called as a Gupman's, or the author of the passage faults Gupman's work. Um, but one of there which cannot be called as the region of means Gupman's work fault, right? Let's see that. Um, Now, if you look into the first choice, what does it say? Gupman's book demands a further examination by theorists to be able to adapt it on a macro scale. Second, the application of Gupman's work is limited within the sphere of the larger social world only. Then the third, Gupman's work provides insight into micro-sociological phenomena, but not into macro theoretical concepts. Then the fourth one, Gupman's work makes it difficult to apply the activities of the mundane to the larger world. Now, if I look into the first option, Gupman's book demands a further examination by theorists to be able to adapt it on a macro scale, right? This option suggests that Gupman's work demands further examination, isn't it? Demands what? A further examination, right? Uh, by whom? By theorists to adapt it, right, on a macro scale. This is indeed nothing but a kind of a fault, right? This is nothing but indeed a fault found in Gopman's work as for the idea presented in the passage. Uh, Whereas option 2 stated the application of Gopman's work is limited within the sphere of the larger social order only, or larger social world only. So in this case, the passage doesn't, uh, you can say that, find fault Gopman's work for being limited to the um, limited to the social world. Instead, you can say it critiques, or you can say it criticizes the work for being limited in scope and not easily applicable, to the larger social world. Therefore, you can consider this option is correct one, whereas option 1 is eliminated. Option 3 stated that what the passage does fault Gopman's work for providing what? Providing insight, right? Insight only into the micro sociological fact and not into the macro theoretical. So micro and macro theoretical concept. So this can be also called as a kind of a fault which is pointed. Now, option 3 is eliminated for that. Option 4, Goffman's work makes it difficult to apply the activities of the mundane. Now, this this one also, where Goffman's work focuses on the mundane and makes it difficult to apply its concept to the larger world. So this one is again called as a fault, right? And hence, we can consider option 2 would be a correct answer to the question. Hope you understood this. Thank you.